What's up, guys? I'm just coming back with a little intro here. I had some issues when I was editing, so I'm just going to redo it and put it in the front. But today we're going to be going through the boat fight with Sin all the way through Kilika Woods and against the Lord Ochu. Just wanted to give you guys a little update, so you're going to kind of start in the middle of a sentence, but there was some problems with recording. So other than that, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for checking back in. Going through a few more cutscenes to get ready for the Sin fight we're fixing to have to do.
Come to think of it, I haven't told you where we're going. First to Kilika Island. Then we change boats and head for Luca. For that though, Yuna's gotta pray at the temple. I'll be guarding. We'll be praying for the Aurochs' victory too, so you come along, yeah?
Great plan.
Hey, it is a great plan.
Don't look at me.
Titus has learned already. Don't mess with Lulu.
Word is that summoner's got noble blood.
I heard she's Lord Braska's daughter.
You don't say.
Lord Braska's daughter? So, is Yuna's father famous or something?
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue at the temple. Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago. Yuna's the heir to a great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Huh?
Waka's a bit lacking in the imagination department.
Huh?
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep that in mind.
And she just stays flaming him, doesn't she? Oh, hey, come back. I wanted to... Okay, I guess she doesn't want to talk to me. Let's see. Let's go back to old uni girl up here.
The wind. It's nice. You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkin, right?
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
But I believe you.
Huh?
I've heard in Xanarkin, there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
Jet. My father. His name is Jekt.
Amazing! You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
My old man, he died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkin.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day. Never came back. And no one's seen him since then.
Why, that's the day that Jecht came to Spira.
But
It's true, I first met Jecht 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left. The date fits, doesn't it?
yeah, but how would he get here?
You're here? Are you not?
Here we go. Those reflexes are pretty crazy though. He almost had her.
What do you think you're doing? Stick a harpoon in him and we'll all get dragged under.
Zin is going for Kilika. We gotta distract it.
Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner.
Wait! Oh boy!
So we're getting our first little snippet of just how big and powerful Sin is here. These Sin scales, if you kill all 3 of them, they will just sit here and keep respawning. So what we're gonna do is, this fight is pretty easy. We're just gonna take out 2 of these Sin scales. Now the 3rd one will not spawn, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna use Waka Kamari, because Kamari has Lancet, and then we're gonna bring in Lulu for Tidus, and we're just gonna cycle our magic here to knock him out. One thing I really enjoy about this challenge so far is it actually gives you an opportunity to use Kamari quite a bit, which is a character that, if you're playing the regular game, he does just kind of lag behind everybody else as far as development goes, so it is nice to see him able to get a little more use. But this is really about it. All Sin does is kind of dart around and move around, and then he summons those guys. One thing I recommend you could do here, if you have the time, or if you're not playing No Spear Grid, is this is an easy place to start farming overdrives and farming your AP. because the sin spawns will spawn over and over and over, so you can use Tidus to do like cheers, and then once he does all his cheer stuff, then you can one-hit the sin spawns. So I definitely recommend that for those not doing the no spear grid. So since his wings are starting to flicker, I'm going to go ahead and use Kamari's turn to heal Lulu, just because she will not survive another one of those big hits like that. Just go ahead and go for Waka, so that's nice. Back at him again. Just a few more turns here, and he is going down. Alright, and then the next attack from Waka should finish him off. Very nice. So throughout the game, there's going to be a bunch of these underwater fights, and the only party members you're allowed to use in these underwater fights are Tidus, Waka, and Riku. So remember that Thunderstrike weapon I told you about earlier that we were going to need to farm? Yeah, I was a little lazy and didn't end up farming it, so this fight is going to be a lot harder than it needs to be. But what you would want to do now is go ahead and equip that Thunderstrike weapon. And this guy is... these guys here, I believe, are weak to thunder. But what we're going to do instead, since I did not do that, is we are going to be using Waka's ball to hit him with a dark attack. Alright, what that does, it just makes that attack right there do a lot more missing than it would otherwise. So now we're just going to run through. So what this guy's going to do is it's going to go up in the air for like a blender attack at some point, and that does a very good amount of damage to us, so we're going to try to avoid that as much as possible. Like this. And this does good damage here. Over 100 each character. Which doesn't sound like a lot, I suppose, until you take into account that most characters have less than 500 health. There we go. Got some overdrive charging going. And nice miss. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is I'm going to go ahead and overdrive with Tidus. Oops. Right, big damage there, and then we're gonna go ahead and heal Waka. Okay, very nice. 626, almost got him. This is one of those very first fights that I think you could. Oh, here goes Tidus. So stuff like this, you could truly die if you get a little lucky. A little unlucky, I suppose. Luckily, we do have some Phoenix down, so we go ahead and get him back up pretty easy. I think his darkness is gone, yeah. So we're gonna need to get that dark attack back on him. So if he uses Blender again here, we could be in a little bit of trouble, but I think otherwise we're okay. Yep. Okay, so go ahead and hit him with a dark attack. And then one more hit from Tidus, and that should wrap it up. Alright, so nothing too crazy there. I did have to use a Phoenix down though, which I didn't plan on having to use, but it happens. Got a little unlucky with the Blender attack there. So we got the Rod of Water and the Yellow Shield. I think the Yellow Shield may be a Lightning Ward.
When Sin attacked Zanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
Alright, we are arriving into the Kilika port. Hopefully this will be one of the last episodes where cutscenes just completely obliterate us for a little while. I feel like majority of the video is watching cutscenes so far. But after this episode, everything should calm down a little bit.
Greetings. I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the temple in Besaid.
Oh, Milady Summoner!
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BTA.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
Huh?
Alright. Just go check out what we got going on. I do believe I can go ahead and just go get this cutscene out of the way real fast. So we're going to see Yuna perform the sending. So in this game, unsent people that pass are what Yevon turns into fiends. So we got to make sure that doesn't happen so fiends don't respawn.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this?
I really love these high def videos. It really gives just like a good aspect to the game. And for its time, it was like really, really big.
It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Until she defeats sin.
Oh,
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time. Hmm?
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
Very nice. Okay. This kid always cracks me up. I am gonna go ahead and save again just in case I do accidentally go down and we don't have to watch that 20-minute cutscene again. Or I don't have to watch it. I would edit it out for you guys, but let's check and see what this kid's got to say. I'm gonna be a blitzball when I grow up. So we don't know if there's like some kind of text error there from the translation of the Japanese game, but that line always does give me a little bit of a chuckle.
Hey, you awake? Captain Walker's waiting for you.
Alright, let's go see Captain Walker. Oh.
Ah, there you are. Be St. Aurochs, huddle. On to the temple, where we pray for victory. Go! High Summoner O'Holland used to live in the Kilika temple here. Yup, Lord O'Holland was once a great blitzer, you know.
Waka. Praying for victory's all good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
Let's play and win, right?
Right.
Temple's beyond the jungle there. Let's go.
So this brings back, once again, I think the game does a really good job at really pushing blitzball down your throat in a good way. So it really hypes you up for the entirety of the game, basically, until you have access to it, I believe. There's a way to save this kid somehow.
Whoa!
There we go. And now I think if we go back into here, where we save the kid... Oh, no, not this one. There's a building that you go in after you save the kid, and you get a reward. Is it this one? No. 3 potions. Alright. Yeah, I'm trying to remember where that kid puts the reward you get for saving. I think it's... is it here? Let's see. Ah, yeah, there he is. Alright. An ether. Then we have Albed Primer Volume 4. T to D. Alright, and yes. Thank you. So this is Kulkin, and she's currently on a contract with the Kilika Beast for 7 more games. She is a very, very good defender early on. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this Kilika Woods taken care of. I think it's going to make me do the interaction with Kamari first anyway, so it doesn't really matter who I have set in.
What's up?
Yuna is saying she wants you with us.
Huh?
I want to ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
What?
What? What do you mean?
It's just that... Well,
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have...
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
My apologies.
Alright. Let's go ahead and get this encounter for Kamari done. So remember earlier I was talking about how Kamari...
Kimari, why don't you use Lancet on it?
What's a lancet?
Normally, it's a skill that weakens enemies and heals the user. But when a Ronso uses it, that Ronso can sometimes learn Fiend's abilities.
Hey, sounds cool.
Kamari is actually going to be very, very useful in this playthrough, and you use him and his overdrives quite a bit. There's a few in particular. I don't want to waste it though, I want to save it for an upcoming fight. There's a few enemies that you can fight that give him some pretty useful abilities. Alright, and that... Rod of Water is Water Strike, that'll never get used. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is... I'm gonna fight a couple of those to try to get
Who do you
some...
think you are? You'd best stop that. Walk us.
Oh yeah, whatever. I was trying to be fancy, leave me alone.
Anyone thirsty?
So water attack. Kill the elemental.
I can take care of those alone, huh? It's over. Piece of cake.
Nothing. Alright, so what I'm going to do is off screen after I fight this Ochu, I'm going to go ahead and farm the seed cannon shooter or the Deotrix, the little bee, for he drops poison touch weapons, and that will be extremely helpful later on. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and take out the Lord Ochu. Now we'll start with something like this.
Company, halt!
The fiend before us is Ochu, Lord of the Wood. We've had trouble with this one before. Remember, discretion is the better part of valor.
And you can, I believe, skip over this and go around it, but we're not going to do that. Alright. So this is definitely the hardest fight that we have come across so far. He does have 4,600 HP, so we're going to try to start weathering this down with Lulu's fire. And that is the other problem, is he does use poison touch on some of his attacks. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be switching Yuna in and out as necessary to heal anybody that gets poisoned. It'd be really nice if he'd just keep trying to hit Lulu though and keep missing. That would make life a lot easier. Ooh, see that water attack? That did big boy damage. So I usually would heal with Lulu here, but she is actually our highest damage output. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and let Tidus do all of our healing, because he's technically our lowest damage output. Aha, see, there we go with that poison claw. So what we're gonna do here is I'm actually gonna use fire. I'm gonna take like a little bit of poison damage. Then I'm actually gonna switch out Kamari for Yuna, and we're gonna use Esuna to clear her poison status. And then we're gonna use Tidus once again to heal her. So the whole object of this fight is to keep Lulu up as much as possible and get off as many fire attacks as possible. Alright, now that everybody's fully healed, we can go back into Kamari. So we have done almost half his HP there. Just gonna keep firing away with Lulu. He should be going to sleep here soon as well. Oh, yeah, there it went. Okay, so he has regen until you hit him. So what you're going to be doing is while he's asleep, he's going to regain HP. So the minute he goes to sleep, you want to make sure you attack him as soon as possible. And he's going to counter with Earthquake, doing half of everybody's life, basically. Yep. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and fire with Lulu. So I do believe his water attack will kill Lulu where she's at, so we are going to go ahead and take Tidus' turn to make sure we take care of that. And we've almost got him withered down here, so we're just going to keep working on taking his HP out. So Tidus did get poisoned here. Since he's so low on HP, I think I'm just going to go ahead and switch out into Waka and just keep attacking. Usually you would want to like use an antidote or something, but in this situation I think it's better just to commit to killing him. Just going to go ahead and hit Waka with a water. And there we go. We got the Lord Ochu taken out. So one thing that's different with this game compared to a soft arm one is that like Petrify.
A summoner and her guardians. Very impressive.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
Young Crusaders gather around. We'll be sitting.
So this is very important here. I don't remember which one it is.
Waka's counting on you.
The elixir. Okay, so this other kid right here is going to give us a very, very important item.
Hey, after the tournament, you should join the Crusaders. Hey.
Well, I thought he did.
Do your best, kid.
One of them gives you the red ward. I'm not entirely sure who it is, but anyway, what we're going to do real fast is going to check and see what that armlet was that got dropped. Oh yeah, stone ward. So that's going to be really nice. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to run around. I'm going to do one or two encounters real quick just to see if maybe I can get them to drop it.
Make way!
So it looks like A is the fastest. Ooh, that was a nice crit. Boom. So what we're looking for is some poison touch weapons. So there's several bosses throughout the game that are not immune to poison that we're going to try to take a little bit of advantage of here. Tidus may die if he stays in, so we're going to switch in Waka and take him out. Very nice. Alright. Now let's start working on this second one. And ideally we're looking for the poison touch to be on Waka or Tidus. That would be who I would love to get it on compared to the others. So this fire should go ahead and take down this guy. Very nice. Nothing. Okay. And we also want to farm some gil as well. As you can see, I have right around 1500 gil. Whenever we get to Luca, there is 2 weapons that it is very important that you get. One of them is pretty much a have to get, and if you don't, you will have to customize later, so it will save us a ton of time by going ahead and getting it now. Let's go ahead and do one more encounter here for you guys, and if I don't get it, I'll definitely be grinding it off screen.
Hope I make it to the
Oh, here's a
tournament.
different enemy for you, though, anyway. Got this little lizard guy. He has 140 health. Of course. So, he has a pretty high evasion, so I'm actually going to switch Waka in here.
No worry.
And do that. Then we're going to water attack the element. Very nice. And that element can also drop Thunder Strike as well for that boss later on, so it's just another way to kind of help us out with that. So I may farm that as well. But, alright guys, that's going to be the end of episode 2. We are completed with Kilika Woods, and the next episode we are going to start working on getting the boss that's coming up, Sin Spawn, and then we're going to get Ifrit's Aeon. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.